What's going on, guys? So today in front of me you are looking at an extraordinarily new floor plan from the folks over at Salem, and this is their new 28 view. So I do a lot of videos on a lot of RVs, and rarely in the industry do you see anything that's groundbreakingly different from a floor plan or a design perspective. And from the outside, they've done some pretty interesting things with this trailer. The graphics are on the windows. The overall look has a really nice curb appeal. I like how they've connected the back windows with graphics as well. But one of the things that's really special about the View series is just the fact that these things are designed to give you a tremendous number of windows and visibility outside of the RV to bring nature in with you, if that makes sense. And they've really done a great job, especially from a brand that is highly considered to be one of the best value-oriented brands that you can buy. They make exceptionally good value-oriented units, which means you get a lot for your dollar. And I don't think this unit is any exception to that. But there are some really nice hidden gems and some special things that they've done to the interior of these View floor plans that I think you're really going to like. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so before we take a look at the numbers, just check this out. As I pan around and you look at the outside of this unit, you can really tell how the graphics have connected the windows and how it looks cool. It just has a whole different look to it, and this appeal is carried on through the entire kind of back end of the unit. It just looks really nice. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment below. Okay, so let's talk about the numbers. So this 28 View is going to have a dry weight of 7,753 pounds. Overall length is going to be 32 feet 3 inches long, which means the box itself will be closer to about 29-30 feet. The cargo carrying capacity is going to be pretty heavy, so 3,512 pounds. And it's going to have 40 gallons of fresh water, 40 gallons of gray, and a 27-gallon black tank. Now, whenever we talk about towability, something like this, which is going to have a GVWR over 10,000 pounds, you're going to want to be very careful what you tow this with. A 3/4 ton truck, especially a gas truck that gives you all that extra cargo capacity in the truck, or even a diesel, should be absolutely fine. But you're going to want a truck that's going to be able to handle about 1,500 to 1,600 pounds worth of tongue weight resting over the back of it. And that's simply because once this thing's completely loaded up and completely full of stuff, you're going to have about that much weight on the back of your truck. So you want to definitely be cognizant of how much weight you're loading into it. Okay, so we're going to hop inside of this all-new 28 View from Salem. This thing is super cool. They've just done so many great things. As we step inside, we'll pan over to the left here so you can see what's going on in the kitchen. First of all, check out that island. We're going to come back and we're going to take a deeper dive into the kitchen and living room area. But what I can almost guarantee you is you're not going to find a couple's floor plan that has the livability factor that this thing has. This floor plan is revolutionary, and they've done a lot of things right, and they've changed the way people have really looked at RVs and travel trailer floor plans. Because if you look from where I'm filming to the very back of this unit, you can absolutely tell this has kind of a more unique, modern kind of condo approach to how they've done it. And it carries over from some of the other View floor plans that they've recently released. So super cool. Let's head up the other way, take a look inside of the master bedroom, and then go to the bathroom area. Okay, so we're going to pass the bathroom, go into the bedroom. So check this out. So first of all, you have a really cool tilting bed, and I'll show you the mechanism here in a little bit so you can see how you can raise and lower it. But you have nightstands on each side, a good amount of wardrobe space on each side. But the thing that a lot of people may not first notice is the size of the windows. Absolutely huge. Taking a look at the wardrobe storage, got plenty of it here. Plus you have a little pass-through there on the left so you can reach in there, put your iPhone or your tablet down, or your coffee, magazine, whatever you have whenever you're going to bed. Looking up top, plenty of storage up top as well. All right, so as we back out here a little bit, pass by this enormous window, a lot of light coming in. You have your controls right here. One's your light switch and one controls your bed. So with the press of a button, you now have the ability to raise or lower your bed. And the more I've seen this feature, the more I start to realize the one piece of feedback I would give is to put that switch closer to the bed so you don't have to get out of bed to actually operate it. Because maybe you're going to bed and you don't want to have to raise and lower the bed from the wall area over there, or perhaps even from your smartphone, which I'll have to ask them if that's a feature. But yeah, super cool. At least the feature's offered. That's the one thing I can say. At the price point these fall into, it's typically a feature you would never see. So that is really cool. As we approach the bed too, and you lift it up, you'll be able to see some really cool storage underneath it. Very, very, very innovative storage in the sense that you have these baskets that you can completely load up with your stuff. This specific unit does not have strut arms holding up the bed. I'll have to find out if this is maybe a pre-production unit, and that's the reason why they weren't there, but you have pass-through access, and that pass-through access is accessible from the outside of the RV and also under the bed. You also have some storage here with what appears to be like a laundry basket. So you have a place to drop your laundry in, and all the smells of dirty laundry end up in the back pass-through area, and you can easily release it if you want to remove it, which is really nice. All right. Again, beautiful, beautiful view. Huge, huge windows. As we step over here, this should be your laundry center. Yep, this is where you would hook up your washer and dryer. I actually like how they leave the piping exposed, because if you have a service-related issue, if it's not in the wall, you don't have to worry about getting into the wall to get to it. There you have your power as well, and then you have a spot to put a dryer vent for stackable units. Very nice. Another huge window. You have your second AC unit up top. So you should be able to get plenty of cool air into the bedroom. And then right beside me you have a backer for your TV with cable connections and satellite. Okay, stepping back out, let's walk into the bathroom area. So it has a huge bathroom, very nice. I love this kind of faux brick backsplash behind the mirror and medicine cabinet area. Beautiful looking countertops, plastic sink, but it has a very resort feel to it just because of how they've done the slats in the bottom of the cabinet. And then you have some space there for toiletries and toothpaste and deodorants and things like that. And you also have a medicine cabinet. So they give you essentially two medicine cabinets, one behind the sink and then one off to the side. I think it's a very good setup for what most people would be looking for. Lets you maximize at least space and where you can put things. Your spot for your shower, you can see it's radiused out, so you have more room up top. Gives you the ability to extend your arms a little bit. Very nice. Nice skylight placed above if you're taller, so you can put your head in there when you're taking a shower. All right, looking down. Very cool. Kind of a standard shower, but I think it's extremely functional for what most people would be looking for. Got your cornered toilet. Gives you plenty of leg room in front of it, which is also really nice. Very cool. What do you guys think of this bathroom? Okay, so now we're going to walk out into the kitchen living room area. You have your Furrion. I believe it's a 10 cubic foot refrigerator, but it is a 12 volt refrigerator. It's very nice. It's going to give you the ability to carry most of what you would probably expect to bring with you on a camping trip, which is, what most people are expecting. I think sometimes they go overboard on the refrigerators and it's more than what most people would actually use. Then you have your compact microwave. It's a good size microwave for this size of unit. Lots of countertop space, especially flanking each side of the stove. It's a 3-burner gas cooktop. Has a relatively small oven, but you can cook a pie or some cookies and things like that inside of the oven. But it's got a good amount of cabinetry. So the kitchen area looks really nice and cozy. It has a good feel to it. You got, again, a lot of space around your stove, so you have prep area. Backsplash looks nice. You got a lot of cabinets above and below. And plus, oh wow, this is really nice. So you got drawers that are integrated behind a cabinet. Now, I love the way that looks, but at the same time, I kind of wish it was maybe just drawers, because if you have to open a cabinet to get to them, it's just another step every time you want to get into a drawer. But cosmetically, it looks nice. You have a dual basin plastic sink, nice straining rack. You have space underneath the sink. Oh, and they've sectioned it off, which looks really nice as well. So you can use it as shelves, and you can actually put more things in there like cleaning supplies and such. So that's actually a pretty good idea. Nice upgraded faucet. Is one of the more popular faucets that you see. And again, you got that plastic dual basin sink. You can definitely see the areas where they've saved cost and they've integrated cost back into it. So they've taken things out and put things back in. But check out this island. Is that not cool? You got 5 bar stools, so you can see people on both sides. It acts as a dinette as well as a bar, prep station, whatever you want it to be. You can have the kiddos on one side while you're cooking them breakfast in the morning, and then when it's dinner time, the whole family can sit around the island, which is nice because now it's a multi-purpose island. It's not just an island and then another dinette. Then you have this huge wall, which is where your TV would mount. Nice entertainment setup. You have a panoramic fireplace underneath, but check out this sectional. This is super, super cool. I really haven't seen these in any other RVs other than these new Salems. There's a closer look at that fireplace, and then your sound bar, which is above it. But there's a hidden secret here as well. What do you think it is? I think some of folks may be able to see it. It's not the little shoe storage underneath, but it's the fact that you have a latch here. And when you open up this latch and unpin it from the top, check this out. So you have a huge storage area in there. Great hidden storage space. I mean, it's not 100% hidden, it's closed, but you can kind of tell there's something there because of the latches, unless you cover it up with a big TV. But you have your cable and power connections back here, and then you have a pass-through, so when you mount your TV on, you simply run your power cables, your HDMI cables, and all that to the back here. But that is a really great spot to kind of store things. And you can lock this with a padlock, so it does make it more difficult if somebody were just kind of get on board your RV and you wanted to prevent them from accessing that. But I think that is so cool, and it's very innovative. It's a very good use of space. I know other manufacturers have done interesting things behind TVs, but this is definitely one of the more unique designs. And this sofa is phenomenal, just the way they've set it up. They put all this storage underneath it, and they give you access with these bins that you can stuff full of stuff and hide them underneath the sofa. So they've really gone out of their way to make storage more accessible, but more usable inside of the coach. And now they've even integrated it into this all-new sofa design. And this thing looks insanely comfortable. So, you know, I think that most people would enjoy something like this because it also looks purpose-built. It looks like it's designed for an RV in a more confined space where you're trying to maximize usable space. Then over here you got more storage, which is cool. You could easily fit probably another couple of bins in there. Got some ducting for your furnace and some cabling going through here as well. And then over here, even more storage. So this sofa is very unique because it gives you such great access to storage, putting things out of the way, while at the same time, you know, you have kind of that chase at the very end of it. You have seating for quite a few people, and the windows are huge. You get all sorts of light, natural light coming in, and visibility if you're next to something scenic and you want to look outside the unit. I absolutely love the execution, and these view units have so many windows that, again, if you're looking for something that you can park in a beautiful area and just absolutely feel like you're out there with nature, this would be the model for you. They've done a phenomenal job. And you can see the 3 windows here. The valances are closed because it's super, super bright outside and it keeps it from like flooding the lens. But the cool thing about these windows is, again, just how large they are. And they have blackout blinds on them, so whenever you don't want people to see inside, you can do that. But because they slide open, you have great cross ventilation. It's just a really, really good setup. And the graphics from the outside kind of make all the windows blend together so they look like one long window. So from the outside perspective, they've done a good job of making everything look as if it's all just one window interconnected, and it gives it a really nice, classy, high-end appeal as well. Anyways, what do you guys think of the interior? Leave a comment below, please. We're going to step outside and see what the outside of this unit is all about. Okay, up front, you're going to see that you have a cool spot to hold your chains as well as your 7-way connector. You have a power disconnect here as well, which is really nice. It lets you essentially disconnect the battery from the RV so you don't have a parasitic draw. And then you can also see you have a power front tongue jack with light, as well as a spot for 2 propane cans and 2 batteries. Here's your front storage right here as you open this up. And as you can see, the back side of the hatch is actually a dry erase board. So you can draw on that, which is super cool. It's just another little thing that's real nice, especially if you want to put a reminder there. So from the inside, you have access to your laundry chute. This is the same door that you would open from the master bedroom, and you can remove that if you'd like. And you have about half storage, a little bit more than half storage that you can use. Up there in front, you can see the mechanism for the tilting bed. And then you have your 30 amp solar charge controller in here as well. So you got a pretty nice setup in here, and it's a good amount of storage, even though it's not a complete pass-through storage space. But yeah, everything is set up for you to add additional solar to this unit if you'd like as well. Very cool. What do you guys think of this front storage space? Doors aren't super thick. You have mechanical stabilizers, so you basically hook up your impact driver or your power drill, and you can lower these things down and then kind of position them in place. Very cool. They collapse real easy, and there's something special about mechanical stabilizers that just work because they give you the capability of deploying them even if you don't have any power or even before you've actually connected. You can see the bottom sides all nicely covered up real well. This rides on an I-beam frame. Appears to be an 8-inch I-beam frame. Coming back out, you have a good size awning which spans most of the side of this unit. And again, you can see how the windows look really nice, how they're interconnected with the graphics. More ride step above step as well. All right, coming around, you got your outdoor speakers, which are illuminated as well. You also have a light under your awning. So you have speakers on both sides, so you can play your tunes while you're outside relaxing. You got a power connection as well. You can charge your phones, or you can even bring a TV out here and you can get it connected up. From the side, here's a picture of your running gear. So these are load range E tires, and there is not a suspension equalizer other than the standard one. It's not upgraded. It does have the reinforced hanger strap, so which is really nice. This is definitely one of those areas that I usually recommend upgrading after 2,000 or 3,000 miles. Put different, suspension equalizer, maybe upgrade your tires as well. Okay, so let's move a little further back and see what's going on. All right, so back here is where you would have your freshwater drain below, and then this is where you would have your freshwater tank fill, I believe. Coming to the very back, 4-inch tubular bumper, great place to stow your sewer hose. You got your spare tire hanging off the back, and I'm relatively certain this is a walk-on roof. Even oh yeah, it is. So they do have the mount up there, so you can put the Lippert ladder in place. Basically the telescopic ladder, so you can connect it. It is wired for a Furrion wireless backup camera as well. But overall, it's a nice back end to it. So again, you would need to get the extendable telescopic ladder if you'd want to get on the roof, and you can see that part up there that it simply slots into if you get the right connection. I do kind of wish the word view was a little bit more modern. I don't really like that I don't know, that style of font that they use there. What do you guys think? Coming around, you can see your huge rack and pinion slide right here. And you also have a spot to get your cable connected to the RV. Huge slide. It's because they have a lot of stuff stuffed into it. You have a vent above that window. You want to make sure that's open if you're going to be using the vent hood on the inside, because that's the only way you'll get the air to the outside. Okay, so you have your city water and your black tank fill right, or your black tank flush right here, as well as all your sewer connections and everything below. And then you have your power connection right here off the side as well. And this is going to be a 50 amp connection. Very cool. And then beneath it again, you have all of your sewer connections kind of routed to these two areas. So you have the gray tank on the left and your black tank on the right, as well as some gray tank on the right as well. So you're going to have two different connections for sewers out here. Then you have your furnace as well as your on-demand water heating system from Suburban. Very nice. You're starting to see a lot more of these in RVs at all price ranges, which is really, really good, because these things are great in getting your water hot very quickly and not necessarily having to wait as long, which is really the big perk. So what do you guys think? This is a super cool unit. They've done a lot of really great things. My favorite aspects are how they've integrated the graphics and the windows together. I absolutely love the sofa, kind of a sectional they've put inside there, the storage behind the TV, some of the really cool kind of uses of space, the tilting bed. Just a lot of really great features in this. And again, these units are typically at a pretty affordable price, so you get a lot of value. That's kind of the key here. Are they going to be the most luxurious on the market? No. Are they going to be the best built units on the market? They're going to be built reasonably well, probably as much as you would expect from any of the major manufacturers. But at the end of the day, you get a great value with this product. You get a lot of accessories, a lot of upgrades, a lot of things that you typically don't see, but then there's a lot of room for areas to upgrade yourself. Anyways, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and we'd love to talk to you again very soon.